All right, everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. We're just bringing the news. That's all we do. Just bringing the news. We are 100% live. That's what we do. There's no cuts. There's no edits. We don't need none of that. We're just going to bring you raw news and the truth. Nothing but the truth, so help us. And we're going to keep on holding it down. And today's news, I guess there's a lot of big news, but the main story, I guess, is Kash Patel. We can't have him. And Kash Patel is the new Matt Gaetz. But the media wants to go with Joe Biden is pardoning Hunter Biden. We all knew Joe Biden was going to pardon Hunter Biden, right? Why would I have sons. I would pardon them, okay? I don't care if they were smoking crack and they were filming everything they were doing. They were hiring escorts, whatever. I mean, Hunter Biden, though, is Hunter Biden. But here's the problem is Joe Biden tried to say nobody's above the law, and he wasn't going to pardon his son because he knew his son was guilty. His son was guilty of a lot of stuff. He had a gun charge, tax evasions. Hunter Biden didn't pay taxes from like 2016 all the way up to like 2022, allegedly. He owed like millions of dollars in taxes, back taxes. He had a gun charge that he bought when I guess everybody knew he was on crack cocaine because of the laptop, allegedly, and he bought a gun, and he pled guilty to that. So Hunter Biden knew he was guilty, but Joe Biden's just out here handing out pardons. You know what I'm saying? I'm Joe Biden. I'm going to hand out my son a pardon, which we get. But don't tell us, Joe, that you're not going to pardon him. Be like, look here, he's my son. We're going to see what happens. We're going to let the justice system work out. He could have said something like that, you know. He's a president. He's got people writing for him, all this stuff. But no, he came out and said, no, I'm not going to do it. But here's the thing with the whole Hunter Biden pardon. He pardoned him all the way back to like 2014. Now, remember, in 2014, Hunter Biden took over Burisma, the energy company in Ukraine. And now we happen to be in war with Ukraine, Russia and Ukraine, and we just gave Ukraine today $275 million. That's a check. Yeah, the producers are saying that's a check. And now you're going to tell me that Hunter Biden, who was on the board, and also, can we not forget that the FBI, the CIA, were all involved in the Hunter Biden laptop? They tried to tell us the Hunter Biden laptop was Russian disinformation.
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
That's what they tried to tell us, didn't they? Right? I remember being on Twitter at the time and sharing the New York Post about Hunter Biden's laptop. 20 seconds later, my Twitter is down and I can't do nothing for 48 hours. It was a complete media blackout. But hey, we're Americans. We're busy. We all know what Hunter Biden did, but see, I'm glad that we won the election in a landslide. I'm glad, people, that's how we did it. You know what? We gave you the middle finger. Trump won. Now we want Trump to just go in and do the stuff. We don't want to. This is why we elect you to go do what we want you to do. And we wanted to clean up the streets, and that's why we voted for Trump. And that's why Kash Patel hopefully can come in and clean up the FBI, right? I hope on day one, please, Kash Patel. Please, Kash Patel, come. Look, can we get some for Kash Patel? I need some for Kash Patel. I need something.
Come on, man.
I need Kash Patel to close down the FBI Hoover building in Washington, D.C. on day one, or when he gets confirmed, or he might need some days. But I need an announcement. Listen to me.
Come on, man.
He's going to shut it down and turn it into a museum.
Come on, man.
That's what I want. That's what I want, and that's what the American people deserve. So we'll see. I was also excited about Matt Gaetz, but I guess he's not going to be the attorney general because he knows. Matt Gaetz knows. And if you don't know, Matt Gaetz, he was a congressman. Trump appointed him to be his attorney general. All types of stuff came out about allege this, allege that. It's all fake. It's basically the FBI and the CIA. The same people, the 51 intelligence officers that said the laptop was fake, the same 51. There's John Brennan. There's Bash. There's so many people that knew that it was real but lied to us. Those 51 should lose their security clearances right off the bat. Right off the bat. If they knew, they didn't know, I don't care. You put your name out on the line, you're losing your clearance. It's simple. It's real simple. That's the only way we're going to get out this nonsense. And then second of all, Cash going to come in and hopefully he can release some stuff. You know what I'm saying? The people, we want Epstein file. We want P. Diddy now. We want all the nonsense. We want to know what's really going on. We deserve it. It's been many years, and these guys are criminals. Can we not remember that these guys are criminals? And as Americans, we like to save people and quit wasting our taxpayer dollars on complete nonsense. That's what it is. It's complete nonsense. I mean, it's like we're paying for millions of dollars to study if koi act different on cocaine. The koi's a fish. It's like a Japanese fish that you would see in ponds or fish tanks, but they're throwing cocaine in there to see if they act different. You give me $100 and I will tell you what would happen. The fish are going to act different. But that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. We're just getting out of control, having fun. We live. You know what I'm saying? We live. What else? But I want to get into this whole Hunter Biden pardon. What did Joe Biden tell us? Can we not remember? What did Joe Biden say? Joe Biden said he went on ABC News and said something. What the hell Joe Biden say? I can't remember. Oh, here's a little clip. Let's see what Joe Biden's got to say.
Your son Hunter is on trial, and I know that you cannot speak about an ongoing federal prosecution. But let me ask you, will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Yeah, that was back when Joe Biden didn't even know where he's at. He still doesn't. Joe Biden didn't pardon Hunter. I don't even know if Joe Biden knows Hunter Biden was going to be charged. His charges were coming in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, because he already pled guilty. Remember, people, he pled guilty in 2 weeks from now. I think in December. It's December 2nd right now. I think December 12th, 13th, 17th, something like that. He was going to face charges, and he was going to get locked up because people get locked up for that. You got to remember the celebrities. There's plenty of celebrities. The Christie knows best, locked up. Some housewives were locked up for tax evasion, gun charges, King Von, all them. They're all locked up and dead. What are you going to do? But Hunter Biden can just be out here on his own, just out here chilling. We've seen the laptop. He smokes crack and he drives the car at 174. You know what I'm saying? My Maserati. But I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just nothing seems fair. And I guess it's never going to be fair. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be fair because this is how the elites do it. But that's why we're sending Trump in there, right? Is that not why we're sending Trump in there? Is that why now we're sending Kash Patel? We wanted to send all these people in there. And don't forget, Joe Biden, remember too, Trump was on to the whole Burisma and all that. That's why Joe Biden went all the way back to 2014 to make sure Hunter Biden doesn't get in trouble, because that's when he took over Burisma. But here's the thing that the media's not telling you. Joe Biden's also going to have to pardon his brother, Frank Biden, because Frank Biden is involved in the crime. And Joe is probably going to think that he can get away with it because he was a president and the deep state will protect him, but he might pardon himself. He might be one of the first presidents ever to pardon himself, but he's definitely going to pardon his brother. And I'll be curious to see else he pardons, because on the way out, he's going to shoot out a big blanket pardon, and he's going to be covering half the deep state and the crimes. I mean, because the whole Hunter Biden thing goes all the way back to 2014 is crazy. And remember, they impeached Trump the first time trying to find out what was going on in Ukraine with Hunter Biden. You know what I'm saying? So let's play this right here. Remember this? Joe Biden can do this in public. Trump cannot.
I'll give you one concrete example. I was, but it just happened to be that was the assignment I got. I got all the good ones. So I got Ukraine. And I remember going over convincing our team, or others convincing us that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over I guess the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money.
Bam, that's all you got to say. Prosecutor ain't fired. You ain't getting the money. You ain't getting $1 billion from the United States. Joe Biden out there just handing out $1 billion like it's nothing. Nothing of taxpayer money to Ukraine. For what? For what? We got to rein this thing in. We got to rein it in. We got to rein it in. Why can't we rein it in? The nonsense is just happening. Hopefully, things are on the up and up. Things are on the up and up. I promise you, things are on the up and up. We're going to get on out of here. I get too excited. I'm getting too excited. We live. We're going to see you all tomorrow, baby. We're going to see you all tomorrow. God loves you. I love you. It's peace and love, baby. It's peace and love. Christmas is coming around the corner. Or you been naughty or you been nice. Remember, I'm always watching, baby. I'm always watching. Peace and love, baby.